And this game is going to be on Twin Peaks. This is bracket M of round 3. It will be between the green player on the left side, NuclearPizza, in the front line, Warthog, and his opponent, the carbon player on the right side, krayzking, in the Pax Helix, going Gabe Helix, NuclearPizza going Go Warthog. I don't remember a competitive player ever going Go in anything that I can think of, which is a little bit hilarious. NuclearPizza saving that last hit on that Longhorn for when pregame is over, and does get it. Oh man, and the Gaddy going down pretty quickly as well. NuclearPizza making short work of the neutrals right there. krayzking going top, so we will have a normal Twin Peaks split. And it does look like NuclearPizza will be able to take the bottom pretty quickly. Not grabbing those creeps. You might typically see higher level players go to grab the creeps and bunker them at the close just to delay any potential cheese, so they have a little bit more lax time to respond, or etc, etc. The light mine going to deal 126 damage to a single take, not really that concerning for krayzking, but now this is what krayzking should be concerned about. The T99, the two T99s, and the brutes that are going to be contesting his tanks. One tank already does go down. krayzking really needs to start pulling back. Okay, yeah, NuclearPizza now way ahead. Even dropping the ratchet for the salvage here. Man, that is pretty ridiculous. And yeah, now NuclearPizza just gonna do a little bit of harass on krayzking himself. Oh, might have actually been able to get that focus because that outpost was pretty much out of energy. krayzking working on the top right now, and NuclearPizza going hog, actually, which is different from the last game that I saw him play, which was Paladin. So that's what he went with. NuclearPizza now going to start on the bottom neutrals. krayzking doing that as well, splitting his attention, which might not be that great of an idea. Not getting finished off by NuclearPizza in the air, but his tank will go down easily, and the brutes will be knocked down pretty quickly as well. What will krayzking decide to do? Gonna go with a close outpost attack. NuclearPizza will almost definitely respond to this immediately. Yes, he does. And now the creeps get picked up, so he can actually relight the bulbs. And oh. Whoa, what was that? He was like, oh, no, maybe I should go back. And krayzking with actually quite a lot of Mortys over here. NuclearPizza with great micro, though. Even though there's the Mortys have been able to knock down the bulbs, two of the Mortys have been killed, and NuclearPizza will easily be able to defend over here. The Longhorn that krayzking dropped did go down, and NuclearPizza getting pretty good surround on this bottom. NuclearPizza now retrieving those two tanks that were in danger, and does micro the ratchet, so it can heal up that last tank. And krayzking splitting his attention once again, going for the bottom. It's really looking bad for krayzking. And it does look like NuclearPizza will be able to take this bottom outpost under control and dump quite a lot of tanks out, and finishing off krayzking in that retreat, as krayzking had pretty low health, and now NuclearPizza with a 20 to 12 advantage over krayzking at this point. And krayzking, those 12 are just in his build queue at this point because there's nothing out on the field for him. NuclearPizza will be able to just push. krayzking setting up an artillery line. NuclearPizza could actually just push this right now because of the lack of defense. And krayzking with two artillery, one jammer, and a Longhorn. I guess a very basic defense there, although NuclearPizza could probably just, I guess playing it safe, but he could probably just land with his Warthog and kill quite a lot of things. krayzking now coming out with a pretty nice, balanced unit composition. A ratchet now, even though, you know, even though NuclearPizza doesn't really look like did he even set up any artillery? No. So, yeah, krayzking making a pretty basic artillery line, or unit composition set up for artillery play. Okay, NuclearPizza now does bring out one Archie, and does look like the game is over in real time. NuclearPizza has way more units than krayzking, 27 and 19. No reason to you know, to not play it safe at this point for NuclearPizza. He has the massive advantage. He has a huge defensive tank line over here. Gonna go for the top at this point, which will be very easy for him because krayzking has cleared. Oh, actually, he hasn't cleared anything. He only cleared the neutrals at this top right, so that's a little bit strange. krayzking now going to move up a little bit. I mean, this artillery line isn't really going to do too much. He already has a Sonya and you know, enough ratchets to take care of the splash damage for the most part. And now with air to ground, just doing a little bit of damage here and there. There's just two ratchets, which is enough, I think. krayzking just going to hold the line right here as much as he possibly can, but NuclearPizza can pretty much brute force break this, which, yeah, okay, now setting a couple of infantry down there because he might be caught off guard with a cheese, which is definitely something that's dangerous. And krayzking going down NuclearPizza after neutralizing that outpost, but doesn't really make a big difference here. NuclearPizza trying to kill the jammer, which is, yeah. Oh, but going down to the Seekers as well. but it will allow his, I think he only had one Archie pointing in. It will allow these this Archie to actually kill a couple. Oh, okay, yeah, it does kill the other one. NuclearPizza still respawning. krayzking just coming out with more and more units here. Has a pretty good line here. 3 Seekers, 3 Longhorn, 3 Ratchet, 4 Ratchets, 1 Hat. Wow, he has Hats and Seekers in his loadout and a 1v1 loadout, okay. But yeah, now NuclearPizza going to be able to retake this bottom right outpost. Let's see what krayzking decides to do. I mean, I guess he's going to decide to artillery war, but NuclearPizza has a lot more space to do that fight. NuclearPizza deciding not to save that Archie, but krayzking does go down. So that's great. That's great for him. NuclearPizza could actually... Okay, oh, I don't know. I mean... NuclearPizza has a dramatic income advantage. Oh, and now coming out with Berthas. Man, this loadout is crazy. 2 artillery... The Bertha... Okay, I was thinking... the 2 AA also from krayzking, which is a little crazy to see. But yeah, now krayzking pumping out a little bit more artillery. Oh, actually only has 1 out on the field, which is a little bit strange to see. Trying to do any damage he possibly can, but NuclearPizza does scare him away pretty quickly. NuclearPizza now with the Berthas, that's going to be a pretty quick death for krayzking. The jammers, 2 jammers down on the field, but let's see how the Berthas deflect. Well, not doing that much damage. The Ratchets can probably keep up at this point, but more, you know, the more Berthas that NuclearPizza brings out on the field. Well, krayzking has his stuff packed in very, very tightly, so the jammers are doing pretty much their maximum efficiency in terms of deflecting. Because when they deflect, they will. Oh, will NuclearPizza be able to snipe that? No, does not snipe the Archie. But yeah, the jammers will be able to deflect the Berthas. The Berthas firing in really well, actually. And, well, they are getting deflected. They're getting deflected pretty majorly. And that's the one thing about the longer range artillery. The deflection is so much higher. So krayzking packing in all of his units that tightly is actually a really, really effective play. However, I mean, he's still dramatically outnumbered. It's 50 to 29. Let's see how many. Oh man, look at NuclearPizza's upgrades. He's such a powerful Warthog right now, even killing krayzking right there in the air on the way back. But let's see, 12 Longhorn, 1 Sonya, 2 Seekers out on the field for NuclearPizza, and 5 Berthas now out on the field, just gonna pound away at this line here. It's not even a line anymore; it's just a cluster. Just 1 Archie for krayzking, and NuclearPizza just doing whatever damage you can. krayzking deciding to pull back. NuclearPizza will be able to slowly move up, and yeah, now krayzking doesn't really have much left. NuclearPizza scouting around just to check if krayzking is moving to top, which he is not. Definitely 35 to 52, and actually krayzking is past his unit cap. Are these Berthas in range? Are they firing? Oh man, that is a massive range. Yeah, the deflection is going down. They are hitting the outpost though, so let's see if NuclearPizza decides to move out. He probably could. I mean, the safe way is to leapfrog though at this point. krayzking now is finally going to move to the top, but losing a lot of units. I mean, there's still the T-99s, and krayzking really not leapfrogging very well. Trying to take damage from him, you know, just doing it himself. But NuclearPizza pushing in, I guess, to the fort. I mean, I don't think that he's pushing on T, yeah. So krayzking now does see it, putting a little bit of defensive Longhorn down, but NuclearPizza can just mass C and actually even kill a lot of things just with his Warthog alone. And now does activate his ultimate ability, which he actually does have since he is level 7, which is something you really should remember. Oh, but really low on health. krayzking might actually be able to get this finish. Oh no, does not actually chase NuclearPizza, but yeah, already calls the GG. Doesn't even really matter. NuclearPizza with quite a lot of tanks over here and will be able to get this finish on krayzking right now. And there you go, bracket, what the hell did I even say? What is this called? Bracket M of the AirMech face-off tournament goes to NuclearPizza. Moving on, knocking krayzking down to the loser's bracket. Stay tuned for the next round.